It's branded as a Mustang, yet it's a crossover SUV in the premium category designed to go with some of the nicest luxury vehicles from Europe. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford, and today we're talking about this awesome 2024 Mustang Mach-E Premium. Let's dive in. So, some people probably were a little upset when the Mach-E first came out, as Mustang purists, when they had a crossover SUV, kind of like a Tesla Model Y, with Mustang badges on it. They're like, what the heck is this? But in execution, I think it was a wise decision. Ford, for their first true EV, ground up EV, they needed a little bit of brand identity to make waves and get attention, and it certainly did. It was very well received by the automotive press when it first came out. And yes, it was called the Mustang, and I even kind of thought the same thing myself when I first heard about it, but actually looking at it, it's beautiful. It's hard to make crossover SUVs look good. It's basically like an egg or jelly bean sheep on wheels, but this has a sleek, sexy design, unbelievable. And for performance, electric vehicles tend to have really good performance. You have instantaneous thrust. This has dual electric motors with a combined output of about 350 horsepower. So this thing definitely has the acceleration to keep up and maybe go faster than certain Mustangs. Maybe not a GT500, but it's pretty darn quick. And on top of that, it's a premium luxury vehicle. The fit and finish, the features, the refinement, this is not your average Ford vehicle. It's not like even though it's a similar size like a Ford Escape, you would not compare this to Escape. You would compare this to like a Lincoln or maybe even a Lexus or a Mercedes as far as the features and technology goes. I mean, the interior fit and finish is really good. I'm a big fan of Teslas. I own a Tesla myself. Don't worry, I own a Ford too. But the fit and finish in this thing is better than a Tesla. Maybe Tesla has some other advantages as far as charging and like the infotainment, but the fit and finish, the attention to detail is a lot better than you'd find in a Tesla Model Y, in my opinion. They did an excellent job. We have a copy of the original build sheet on this one. This has really low miles, only 3,200 miles, so it's in nearly new condition. The original MSRP was $55,485. This has the extended range battery. That was a $3,000 option, giving you up to a 300-mile range. Without the extended range battery, I think it's about like 240 or 250 miles, so it's a pretty good bump. This has the upgraded 19-inch aluminum wheels. The pano roof was a $1,500 option. This has the interior protection package. That was $395. That's mainly like the all-season rubber mats and things like that. And then we also have the charge cord as well. And we have a complimentary copy of that for you to peruse yourself. Lovely interior. And also comparing this to a Tesla Model Y, I think it's probably its closest competitor. Some people are going to cross shop them. This is like driving a normal Ford vehicle. You have a regular gear selector, an on and off button, operating the infotainment system. It's not a huge learning curve, where with Teslas everything is contained in the screen. I don't mind it, I like it, but not everyone likes that. Not everyone likes Elon, so if you want an EV and you don't want to support Elon, you don't want to buy a Tesla, I don't think anyone should deprive themselves over a vehicle over one person. But aside from that, if you feel that way, then you should definitely check out the Mach-E. I think it's probably right up there. It's a very good competitor with the Tesla Model Y, and it has its own style, different flavor of an EV. So you have this rotary dial to operate the shifter. We have these wireless charging pads, USB and USB-C connectivity. Another advantage over Tesla, I know a lot of people like their Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which you don't get with a Tesla, but you do get this with the Mach-E. Great infotainment screen. It almost kind of reminds me like the vertical screen on the Tesla Model S. Pretty cool. And you have an excellent drive mode selector as well. Also has an excellent sounding B&O audio system, Bang & Olufsen. Obviously with such low miles, this thing's in excellent shape, pretty much near new condition inside and out. I love this shade of blue. Oh, it's just tooting at me. Since it doesn't have an engine running, it's just reminding me, hey, in case you forget, I'm still running. Easy to forget when you don't have an idling engine that the car is running. Big frunk, since we don't have an engine here, so more cargo space. There is the charging cable. Also has some drain plugs in it, so you could use this as like a cooler or something like that. It even has drink holders for a tailgate party, or I guess in this case we'd call it a frunk party. But yeah, look at the front end styling. They did a beautiful job. Nice chiseled lines. No Ford badges on at all. Wherever you look, no Ford badges. It's only Mustang, that prancing horse. Yeah, this shade of blue is absolutely beautiful. And you also have a very good amount of rear seat legroom. Since an EV doesn't have drive shafts, exhaust system, transmission tunnels going through the center of the vehicle, it frees up a lot of space for the interior. So generally, these have more space than a comparable gas-powered mid-size, compact crossover. So yeah, look at all this space. My plenty of legroom. We got plenty of adjustability in those front seats. I'm 6'2". My legs have tons of space. Amazing kind of room, and this pano roof also benefits the rear seat passengers. Letting more ambient light in, just elevating your mood, which is really nice in our overcast climate. We need all the ambient light we can get on certain days. Nice rear end styling. Obviously, these kind of slit vertical rear tail lights is another Mustang cue from like the Mustangs of like the 60s and 70s. We have a power rear liftgate. Lots of cargo space, and we have another rubber floor mat back there. We have a cargo area cover, which is easily removable, and of course you can fold down those rear seats, turning it into like a little cargo van. Well, there you have it. A beautiful example of a 2024 Mach-E Premium with the extended range battery, all-wheel drive. What do you think of the Mustang Mach-E? Share your comments. Do you think it's sacrilegious for Ford to slap a Mustang name on a crossover SUV, not a two-door sports car? Have you compared it to the Model Y? Do you prefer this over the Model Y, or do you prefer the Model Y over the Mach-E? Share your comments with us. We're interested. Set yourself up for notifications. Please like the video if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope to see you soon.